Hi, how's it going, Obama?
Oh, hey, Donald. I'm just playing some Toontown Rewritten.
You're still playing that shit? Why not get on a real man's server like Corporate Clash?
I have been, but I just heard about the Last Laugh update, and I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to grind out some CFOs so I have enough Unites for the 4-star boiler.
Trying to catch up? You're still at 110 laugh. Your weak-ass Big Butch probably hasn't even caught an all-star fish yet. How does it feel to have a level 3 shovel Barack?
You can't say shit, Donald. You've been stuck on the directors for as long as I can remember.
Shut the fuck up.
Major skill issue.
Whatever, bitch. When is Joe getting on?
I don't know. He said he'd come on soon after a piss, but that was 20 minutes ago.
I know for a fact that son of a bitch fell asleep on the shitter. I'm getting sick of this shit. Every time we get together, he does this crap.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, wow, look who it is. Have a good nap, Sleepy Joe?
I actually wasn't napping, you presumptuous chode. I'm constipated as a motherfucker because Jill made fondue last night.
Oh, wow, Joe, are you really at the point where all your food has to be in liquid form?
Shut the fuck up, Don. You just mad because Melania let me fondue her?
Go ahead and run your mouth, Grandpa. You won't be talking all that shit when I fondue your sister tonight.
Hey, can you guys chill the fuck down? We haven't even started yet.
Sorry, Barack. You know Donald is good at grinding my gears.
Not as good as you are at grinding postal ballots that didn't vote for you.
Stay jealous, bitch.
Guys, can we actually do what I called you guys in here for?
Sure, Barack. What did you have in mind?
I thought we could make a Kanye West tier list.
You seriously want to talk about Kanye in this day and age? We might as well call FDR in here and ask how revolutionary Kanye was when he invented the microphone in 1943. Dumbass bitch.
God damn it, I'm so sick of this Kanye Hitler nonsense. Joe, you have to separate the art from the artist.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you said the same thing about Epstein when that whole Kerbuckle went down.
Okay, I think we can all agree that the shit he has been spewing out recently is appalling. But his albums are still timeless and can still be enjoyed to this day.
You got that shit right. I still be bumping Graduation on Air Force One. Makes me feel like I'm Chubby Checkers in his prime, twisting my ass off.
Wow, you really switched up real fast, Joe.
What do you expect from someone with as fickle as an attention span as our dear Josephine over there?
Whatever, can we get this shit started already?
Okay, I think it's best if we go chronological. So let's start off with the college dropout.
And ladies and gentlemen, here we have a fake fan. Are you not going to include any of his mixtapes like Get Well Soon or I'm Good? They have some pivotal songs that allow us to look deep into young Kanye's psyche, and we get to see his style of production flourish into what we hear on TCD.
I'm sorry, Donald, but no, as much as I love Kanye, that shit is ass. Get Well Soon sounds like a complete mess. And the sampling on that mixtape is some of the worst he's ever done. Like, seriously? We Are the Champions? He was offbeat that entire song. I don't know why he thought that would make Rockefeller give him funding for TCD.
Terrible take, Obama. He was not only ahead of his time, but ahead of himself. Kanye was creating on-site style opening tracks all the way back in 2002.
I haven't listened to any of the mixtapes, but they aren't even an option on this list. So can we just move on?
Whatever, they are good, and you can't convince me otherwise.
And you can't convince me that your term in office was meant to be taken seriously.
Obama, you are just a firecracker today. What's gotten into you?
Kanye always gets me heated one way or another. He is such a jackass.
But this was your idea, dumbass. Why are we doing this then?
Content, obviously.
Oh.
Anyway, College Dropout is a masterpiece. My favorite Kanye album by far.
Based as hell, Barack. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's definitely in my top 3.
Kanye's lyricism is top-notch, but it's too hip-hop for my taste.
What the hell do you mean, Joe? It's a hip-hop album, asshole. What do you expect?
It's just too safe. Compared to what was being released at the time, this isn't too different.
Joe, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
Joe, you know literally nothing. Not only did Kanye invent and perfect chipmunk sampling, but he broke the barrier for a new style of hip-hop that wasn't solely focused on materialism, unlike what Rockefeller was pushing at the time of TCD's release. Did you even see Genius?
That shit was too long and boring. Also, Cootie is a plant that has no balls.
Joe, I'm already sick of you, and we're only one album in. What would you rank it?
C tier.
Oh my God, can we just kick him? He's gonna ruin this list.
No, Donald, we can't kick him, remember? Jill called Michelle last time we kicked him, and she yelled at me for not including him. I'm not dealing with that again.
How about you grow some nuts, Barack?
Anyway, I think I speak for myself and Don when we say it's S tier.
Goddamn right.
But for the sake of fairness, I'll put it in A.
Still too high, but whatever.
Okay, next, late registration, so very, very mid, easy B tier.
Not too far off from you, Donald. I think it's better than TCD. But still a bit underwhelming. The hits were better on this album, but the filler isn't as lyrically sound as it was on the previous LP.
Seriously, you guys? This is the most heartfelt and emotional album he has ever made. Roses and Hey Mama are masterpieces that make me appreciate my family even more than I did on the first album. Touch the Sky is incredibly uplifting and full of energy. And I will always stand by that the original Diamonds from Sierra Leone is better than the remix.
Garbage Diamonds take. LR is fine, but it's nothing like the first album. I'm still on B tier.
Yeah, I agree with Donald. B tier is just fine.
Whatever. I never get my way when we make these lists.
Go cry about it, Obama.
Okay, next is Graduation, my favorite Kanye album. Hits for days, and it has his most popular song of all time, Stronger. The production on that album is larger than life, and I wonder makes me ascend every time I hear it. Easy S Tear.
I concur, Joe. Anyone who complains about drunk and hot girls or Barry Bonds is a complete idiot. It's probably the most fun album he has ever made. Has everything you would want from intensity to chill. Doesn't hit me in the feels like the previous albums, but still amazing.
Seriously? I'm all for Kanye evolving his style, but Kanye went way too far into pop in this album. This is easily the most commercial and soul-less project he has ever worked on. T-Pain is ass on Good Life, and the best song, Bittersweet Poetry, isn't even on the American release. I'd put it in C tier easy.
Why can't you ever just agree? Do you really need to play devil's advocate every time we do this? Graduation is amazing, and you know it.
I literally agreed with you on Late Registration, Sleepy Joe. Do you even know what the first song is on this album?
Of course I do. It's, it's the one about the mummy and the Egyptians, right?
God damn it, Joe.
Okay, Barack, for the sake of not breaking his brain, just put it in A tier.
Sound reasonable. Anyway, next is 808s and Heartbreak. Decent album.
Yeah, I got to say, I admire how many artists of this newer generation look up to this album and how industry-defining it is. If only I liked this newer generation of music. I hated it when the album first came out, but now I only slightly lean towards disliking it. Streetlights is amazing, and I could listen to the outro of Say You Will for hours, but the rest of the album is kind of forgettable in my opinion.
You guys don't seem to understand how impactful this album is. Juice WRLD, XXX, Travis Scott, Frank Ocean, Tyler the Creator, even Drake himself have said how influential this album is.
Joe, you don't know who half those people are? You're probably just looking up a Genius article to help prove your point. The album is fine, and let's leave it at that.
I think we're overlooking a very important part of this album. The fact that you can feel the pain and suffering that he is going through on this album makes it incredibly timeless. The death of his mother and the breakup with Alexis Pfeiffer can be felt all over the lyrics and sound of the album. Takes me back to my breakup with my first love. They called her Susie the Wop since she knew how to beat down any hedge creepers that came her way. Until she fell in love with Jimmy the Hutt, two-faced bastard.
What the fuck, Joe?
I can still hear Mama say that only the strong survive in this world. These dames are going to rain on my parade for the rest of my life. And
Guys, I'm just going to put it in the A tier.
For the love of God, let's just talk about my beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy. Can we all agree that it's the most overrated Kanye album of all time?
No question about it.
Yes, sir, of course.
The album is pretty good, but it's not the best he has ever made. The hits like Power and All of the Lights have aged like milk. And again, it's a bit too commercial for my taste.
Yeah, I really love Runaway. I listen to the outro all the way through every time. But the filler songs like So Appalled and Hell of a Life don't really hold up as well as other songs. Also too many features. Kanye is an excellent artist on his own. He doesn't need all these features.
I actually agree with you, too. I remember this album came out during my presidency. Everything that he did, like the VMA incident in our faces, and we all wanted to forget because the album is good or whatever. I was never swayed into liking him again until Yeezus came out later.
However, I think we're all going to be assassinated if we put it anywhere C or lower. So let's maybe make an A- tier.
Nah, fuck that. I'm ready to die.
Shut up, Joe. I think a minus is fine. Here, let me make it.
Yeezus. Oh, what can I say about Yeezus? I love it. Top 2 Kanye, in my opinion.
I love it too. The music is so intense and full of energy. Every time I listen to Yeezus, it melts all my cartilage, but I couldn't care less about that. On Sight is such a raw and beautiful opener. Black Skinhead is the best workout song of all time. Bound 2 is still one of the best things ever made by humans. The message and theme of the album is also one I can relate to. I, out of everyone here, knows what it's like to be put down by the man.
Joe, you better shut your ass up before we get fucked by my followers.
You tell him, Barack.
Either way, I agree. I don't think it's as goated as you all think, but I think it is great. New Slaves is sonically one of the most interesting songs I've ever heard. The outro, as stolen as it is, leaves me floating every time. And Hold My Liquor shows Dark Twisted Fantasy how to properly use features. I'd say A, but I think you guys wanted an S.
Hell yeah.
Hot diggity dog. You guys, we are actually coming together a lot more than I thought I would.
This is a really nice change of pace. I think I could get used to that.
Now tell me you guys agree that the life of Pablo is hot garbage.
And the pace is broken. Joe, you dumb bitch, if I still had access to the nukes of America, I'd have them target your fragile ass. T-Lop is the best Kanye album of all time, bar none. The manic nature of it shouldn't work, but it does. The best features on a Kanye album to date. Kendrick, are you kidding me? No More Parties in L.A. is the best Kanye song of all time. Father Stretch, My Hands is hype. Designer for the 3 minutes he was a thing really made it special. Wolves is spooky as shit in the best way possible. Not a single skip on the album. Easiest S tier of my life.
I actually agree. I love the mix of the rebellious, devilish sounds and the good-natured, holy vibe it gives off. Fitting with the theme of the album, picking out your priorities and struggling with changing lifestyles and dealing with trauma. Probably one of the most thought-provoking and insightful albums to come out in the past decade. Also, don't sleep on my boy Frank Ocean. Frank's track is hype as fuck. And St. Pablo is the best closing track of all time. Also, he made that bitch famous.
You guys need to go dunk your fat heads in some chocolate chip. The album is a mess. It's carried by features. You guys want to dunk on Dark Twisted Fantasy for not using features properly and then call out Designer and Frank. Y'all are dumb as hell. The message is convoluted as shit. So many shit songs. Highlights, facts, waves, so very, very mid-C tier at best.
I'm literally this close to wringing your neck, Joey boy. How is Facts a bad song? Literally, he is spitting facts at a fire beat. It makes you think how fucked up the system is while bragging about how much he has made it the entire time. Literally telling everyone that they are a skill issue. It's right up your alley.
I don't give a shit what you think. It's ass. Barack, how can you agree with him on this?
You know what, Joe? Fuck your shitty takes. My boy Donald and I are right. That shit is going in S tier.
Biased as fuck. I'm done with y'all.
Whatever little baby Joe needs to learn, not everything can go his way.
Oh, shit. We forgot to rank watch The Throne and Cruel Summer.
Watch the Throne is great. So many hits. Illest Motherfucker Alive is easily the most slept on song in his discography. And I love the larger-than-life feel on almost the whole album. I had that shit bumping through Trump Towers till 2014.
I agree. No Church in the Wild is an important song. The juxtapositions on that song are incredible. Also, Murder to Excellence is my favorite Kanye song of all time.
Hi, Barack. While Joe isn't here, can I please say it?
Shut the fuck up, Donald. You know you can't say that shit. Also, white people joking about niggas in Paris is the lamest joke ever. Like, who cares? Shut up, enjoy the song. Who was in Paris? Who was in Paris? Y'all dumbasses look stupid as hell.
Fine, Obama. I think we can put it in S tier.
And why the hell not? Joe isn't here to stop us.
Hi, boys.
Hi, honey.
Are you guys being mean to Joe? You know his feelings hurt very easily.
Michelle, we weren't being mean. He was just being a contrarian like always. And he got upset when things didn't go his way.
Yeah, honey, it's not our fault this time.
Whatever, boys. Just try to be nicer to him.
Gotcha. Thanks, Michelle. Also, you left me on open this morning. What's up with that?
Don't worry, Donnie. I'll respond later tonight. Also, Cruel Summer is ass. The Don't Like remix is the only good song on that shit. Put it in D tier.
What the fuck was all that Donnie shit about? Do you have something to tell me?
Don't worry about it, Barack. You heard the woman Cruel Summer in D tier.
Are you guys ready to be nice now?
Oh, sure, Joe. I would love to lick your balls and bend to your every need. Shut the fuck up, Sleepy Joe, and let's finish this list.
Okay, next we have Ye. Now, I have mixed feelings about this
Shut
album.
the fuck up. Let me tell you why Ye is amazing. The struggle with mental illness is such an interesting topic on the album. It makes repeat listens worth it to try and find the different avenues at which you can interpret the lyrics. I thought about Killing You as the best opening track of all time on any album ever. Yikes is an obvious hit, but the flow is some of the best that Kanye has had in the past decade. That come line on All Mine had me rethinking my life, got me coming more often on God, wouldn't leave Aged Like Milk, but the song's still amazing. Sneak Diss on No Mistake was great. Ghost Town is a spiritual masterpiece, one of the best of all time. And Violent Crimes makes me glad that I don't have a daughter and that I don't have to worry about what my kids are doing. If you guys disagree, I'll personally draft you guys into World War III.
Joe, you literally have 2 daughters. Are you that far into the sunken place? Yay is nice, not the best, but it's fine. To be honest, Joe, I'm at a loss for words after all the shit that just spewed out of your mouth. Let's put that shit in A.
I agree. I don't want to have to deal with you leaving again, so I'll put it in A.
S tier or riot, you sons of
Fuck,
bitches.
just do it. I'm sick of him again. Okay, Jesus is King next.
Mid as hell.
Mid as hell.
Mid as hell, C tier it goes.
Did you guys listen to those Sunday service albums?
Not me, couldn't care less.
As the most authentic Kanye fan of all time, of course I did. This was back when we were the best of buds after all.
And how were they?
Pretty ass. Father Stretch was pretty cool to listen to, but the rest of Jesus is Born is forgettable. And Emanuele is literally the most boring shit
Oh,
ever.
damn, that stinks. I would think you would love Christian music, Donald, being the God-fearing American you are.
Yeah, well, they can't all be winners, Joe.
Yeah, and neither can you, Donald.
Shut the fuck up. How about you make up some more imaginary addresses so you can cheat Sleepy Joe?
Guys, we are so close to being done. Let's just finish this.
Okay, looks like Donda is next.
Amazing album. Best album of the decade so far. The rollout was amazing. Viewing parties were breathtaking. Remember when Kanye started flying? Shit had me jumping off my roof to see if I could. And I did get fucked losers. Take this L. Anyway, Jail, Off the Grid, Hurricane, Praise God, Come to Life, 24. Don't make me name them all because I will. Amazing album, S tier.
Way too goddamn long.
Agreed, and what's up with all the part 2 tracks? Useless, like who cares you got Marilyn Manson? And the deluxe version ruined the track list. They put all the hits first and the good songs last, because fuck it, I guess. Shit was doomed from the start, C tier.
I would say B tier, but just because the drop on Heaven and Hell was the greatest shit I heard in 2021. But I think we can all agree with B tier.
Fuck that. Joe can whine and bitch to Jill if he doesn't get his way, and we have to take it. But if I stand up for it, I get fucked out of S tier. If y'all don't put that shit in least in A+ tier, I'm going to personally make some Yeezy 380S out of Kamala Harris's pubes.
That's fucking disgusting, Donald, and you don't have the balls to do that shit anyway. B tier it goes. Get fucked, nerd.
Fuck you guys. This is the last tier list video I'm doing with you two. Shit is rigged as hell.
Last we got Donda 2. I haven't listened to it yet. I don't have the stem player, and I didn't view the listening party.
Neither did I. I'm not wasting $200 for a glorified speaker.
Get your money up, boys, not your funny up. I started scalping these things the moment that Donda 2 dropped.
You dumbass, the stem player never sold out. Wasted your goddamn money. Now you have 300 plus stem players trying to be sold at markup.
Yeah, Joe, because the stem player website doesn't allow you to listen to Donda 2 anymore. I'm selling about 20 per day. How do you guys feel? Now take this load, pussies.
Donald, that is Fat Cap, and you know it. How was the album anyway?
It was fine. Get Lost and Too Easy are the only songs I thoroughly loved, and the rest is mid.
Didn't they have a song about that Oriental fella from that Kung Fu movie?
You mean Mr. Miyagi? Yeah, it was scrapped. Shit was ass anyway. Put it in C tier.
Okay, well, I guess that's it. Good list, boys.
Are you fucking kidding me? College Dropout and Donda are too low. You too can't afford your earwax removals or something because you don't know what good music is?
Wrong opinion, but I agree, shit list. Let's never do this again.
Okay, Obama, I'm going to go chat with your wife. Enjoy Rewritten, you sad sack.
Barack, you fell off. Get fucked. This list sucks. Call me back when we make a This Is England tier list vid.
Okay, Epiphany. I thought you weren't making Kanye content anymore. Why do you hate me?